Young Guns 3 is officially in the works, so let's take a look at everything we know about the movie so far, including a full breakdown of its plot, all the regulators that are confirmed to return, and everything we know so far about Young Guns 4 and 5. So Young Guns 3 was first teased all the way back in 2021, when Emilio Estevez revealed in an interview that a third film was definitely in the works. And a big reason behind this was that Estevez always loved playing Billy the Kid, as it was always the role that he related to the most from his whole career. So the idea of revisiting Young Guns has always really appealed to him. Likewise, the writer of the first two movies, John Fusco, was also open to continuing the story, and began working with Estevez to develop a third film titled Young Guns 3 alias Billy the Kid, even going as far as to share a conceptual poster. However, in the years that followed, the movie ended up in limbo due to a rights issue, massively delaying its progress. But in 2025, these issues were finally resolved, and the movie was officially announced under the new title of Young Guns 3 Dead or Alive, with a script co-written by John Fusco and Emilio Estevez, who will also serve as its director. He also revealed that Bon Jovi is very enthusiastic about being involved in the movie, which could suggest that he might be working on some new original music for the film, much like he did with Blaze of Glory for Young Guns 2. Now, as for the cast, Emilio Estevez will of course reprise his role as an older Billy the Kid, leaning into the real-life theory that he was never actually killed by Pat Garrett, and went on to become Brushy Bill Roberts, as seen at the end of Young Guns 2. Also returning is Christian Slater and Lou Diamond Phillips, who despite being killed off in Young Guns 2, will be written back into the story, given that neither of their deaths were actually shown on screen. So unfortunately, any regulators who clearly died won't be able to return, ruling out the likes of Kiefer Sutherland and Dermot Mulroney. However, with the spirit world and peyote rituals already baked into the Young Guns universe from the very first movie, it's possible that previous characters could still yet cameo, via some sort of dream sequence or hallucination. Now, in regards to the plot, Young Guns 3 will take place on the eve of the Mexican Revolution, and follow a middle-aged Billy meeting a young Pancho Villa, a real-life Mexican revolutionary who was a key figure in the conflict. So upon meeting Billy, he recruits him to train a group of young soldiers, in much the same way that John Tunstall mentored the regulators. So this ultimately drags Billy and his new gang of Mexican revolutionaries directly into the conflict, exploring real-life events that took place south of the border at that time, tackling topics such as orphan trains, human trafficking, and how Germany provided the revolution with guns and gold as a means of spying on America ahead of World War I. So it very much sounds as if Young Guns 3 will be a legacy sequel, bringing back older fan-favourite characters as mentors as a means of introducing a new younger cast, similar to franchises like Star Wars, Ghostbusters, and Jurassic Park. In fact, upon reading the script, Lou Diamond Phillips compared the movie to Top Gun Maverick, saying, "It's a sequel that allows for the right amount of time to have gone by, which puts it in a very interesting place in history." So we can probably expect Billy to put together a whole new gang of regulators, made up of young Latino and indigenous revolutionaries, with Estevez saying,
"Big Latino cast, big indigenous people cast, without feeling like it's, it feels natural. It doesn't feel like it's, oh god, you know, they made the woke version of Young Guns. This is natural. This is organic to what was happening at the time."
So Emilio Estevez has already started work on casting, revealing that he's a big fan of emerging talent such as Anthony Ramos and DeFaro Wunatai. So after years of delays, progress on Young Guns 3 seems to be moving fast, with the governor of New Mexico already confirming that the movie will be shot in Santa Fe, New Mexico in October 2025. And Young Guns 3 might just be the start, as Emilio Estevez has revealed he already has ideas for a fourth and fifth movie, exploring how Billy supposedly fought alongside Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Riders, and later went on to become a lawman. Estevez even hinted in an interview that his famous father Martin Sheen could possibly end up playing Brushy Bill, to save him from wearing all the unconvincing makeup again. However, none of this is yet confirmed, as any plans for further sequels will likely depend entirely on the success of Young Guns 3. And at this stage, it's unclear whether the movie will get a full theatrical release or go direct to streaming. But with filming about to get underway, it would be safe to expect Young Guns 3 to release sometime in 2026. So in the meantime, let me know below, how do you feel about the idea of a third movie? And do you think they're taking the right approach with the story? Also, if you enjoyed this video, you might also want to check out this one right here.